Good morning, grade 6. The lesson for today is lesson 1.7, multiply decimals or decimal numbers. I'm sure you all remember how to multiply multi-digit whole numbers. Here we are going to follow the same pattern, but only thing is in the product we should know how to place or how to shift the decimal point. So by the end of this lesson, you all will be able to fluently multiply multi-digit decimal numbers. Now, certain things you have to keep in mind before doing multiplying decimals. The first thing is you can do estimation to see if your answer is closer to the estimated answer. So, and also one more thing you have to keep it in mind is alignment. Like in addition and subtraction, we align the decimal point in a straight line. Here, no need to align the decimal point on a straight line. It can be anywhere, but you should note down how many decimal points are there in the factors, and the product should have that many decimal points in the answer. Now, here in the example I have given you, 38.5 times 9.60. So 38.5 is rounded off to 40 and 9.60 is rounded off to 10. So when you multiply them 40 times 10, you get 400, which is, so your answer should be closer, anywhere closer to 400. Now, let us first see how to multiply decimals with whole numbers. With this also you have already learned. We are just going to review the same. 4 times 0.83, you can rewrite it as 0.83 times 4. And in 0.83, there are two decimal places. So the answer should also contain two decimal places. So 83 times 4, you got 332. And then shift two places from the right to the left. So the answer is 3.32. You can check it when with your estimated answer, which is 4. Now, the second one is another example of multiplication of decimal number with a whole number. Here it is 9 times 2.672. So you can rewrite it as 2.672 times 9. Again, as I told you, there are three decimal places in the factor, which is 2.672. So the answer also should have three decimal places. So the answer we got it is 24048, and move three places in it, you will get 24.048. And the estimated answer you can see, which is 27, which is also closer to it. Now let us multiply decimals with decimal. The first example is 4.2 multiplied by 6.7. So you can rewrite it like this: 4.2 up and 6.7 down. And in brackets, you can put one decimal place on the first factor and one decimal place on the second factor, and take it as a whole number and multiply. But remember, the answer should have two decimal places. So you got 2814. In that, move two decimal places. The answer will be 28.14. And you can check it with your reasonableness with your estimated answer, which is again 4 times 7, 28. Now another one, 3.6 times 0.05. This also write it like this. So 0.05 has two decimal place, 3.6 has one decimal place. You can multiply them. You got the answer 180. Move three places, it becomes 0.180 or 0.18. And you can check if your answer is correct, because 4 times 0.05 is taken as 0. So 4 times 0 is 0. So 0.18 is also negligible, or it is less than 1. So you can say it's almost closer to 0. Now, another thing which you're going to learn in this lesson is how to evaluate using the order of operations. You have already learned the order of operations, PEMDAS, where you will be using parenthesis, exponents, multiply, divide, add and subtract in order. So in this question, 0.24 times 7.3 plus 2.1. First, we will solve the parenthesis. That is 7.3 plus 2.1. You got 9.4. Then the second step will be multiplication. That is 0.24 multiplied by 9.4. So as you know, 0.24 has 2 decimal places, 9.4 has 1. So when you after you multiply, you got 2256 and you move 3 decimal places in the answer, which is 2.256. So in this lesson, mainly what you're going to do is you're going to learn how to multiply the decimal numbers, or you can say multi-digit decimals, and how to move the decimal points or shift the decimal points in the answer. You can do the questions which I'm going to give you as assignments in the practice book. I'll be sending you the question numbers which you have to solve in your practice book and bring it to school the next time when you come. Hope you understood the lesson very well, students. Thank you. If you have any doubt, again, I'm telling you, please don't hesitate to ask me over the portal, or you can come to school and ask me personally. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.